Talking about when you talking about? You talking about?
That's what I'm talking about with you.
I'm trying to figure out what
You
you talking
arguing
about.
with me and don't even know what we talking about. I'm talking about when LeBron went down to Miami the first time. That's why I said you right about Haslam being there and Wade, but that was it, bro.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
children of all ages.
welcome.
Welcome.
I say welcome.
Damn it.
Welcome.
Hey,
To another illustrious, exuberant episode of Cutting Up with your boy D in their place, Stubby. And to my left,
Elroy ready to blast off.
and we have a guest with us today. And to my right, who we got with us? My boy, introduce yourself to the people.
We got your boy DJIAMONEAL here from the Morning Ox. Shout out to RJB.
Big shout out to RJB Media.
And we can't leave out. He around here tiptoeing in the
Murder.
background. See murder.
So how y'all doing, fellas? How was y'all week? How y'all doing today?
Man, no complaints, G. I mean, you know, blessed and highly favored.
Yes, sir. Every day and twice on Sunday.
You know, this gonna be a good week for me by it being Mother's Day, you know, J.O.B.
Oh, yeah. You finna be jumping like fish reach on a Friday night with water in it.
Hurt.
Tabernacle. Yes, sir.
Other than that, you know, it's the usual for me, man. You know, go to the gym, you know, come up here and talk
Snizzle, bizzle, bitch, sizzle.
But, you know.
Yeah, everything, man. I'm just chilling, man. Doing the same old, man.
That's right.
That's about
enjoying
it,
it
man.
day by day.
Bro, that's it, my brother.
Now, D,
What's happening?
you got to tell us something about you, man. Let us know, do you follow college football? Do
Who
you
your
follow
team? What you got? Who you is?
Like,
what you repping?
who's your team in the NFL, the NBA, MLB?
Hurt. Okay, so one thing about me, I don't even watch the NFL.
Wow.
I feel like it's fake.
Yeah, we're going. Hey, look, he definitely gonna have to come back, and we got to touch on that at some point. Yes,
we gonna go stay right there, right now. Cause my question to you is this. Hold on, before we get into what part? Cause my question to you is this, my brethren.
Yes, sir.
If you feel that way,
Come on.
about that one in particular sport, you have to feel that way about all of them due to the fact that at the end of the day, whatever you're going to say, you have witnessed it in a different sport.
No cap. Like you ain't lying. Like,
So, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like
sports entertainment, what it is at the end of the day.
true story. But for me, I feel like the NFL, at least some of the players, what I've witnessed, I feel like at some point they just kind of like stop trying. Versus a college football player, you know, they trying to get somewhere.
But the only thing about that now
I'm
is
going
this.
to with a rock with him a little bit.
Okay.
Just
Go
a scotch.
Okay, go ahead.
Only reason I'm not going to hold it the whole way because now you do have a student athlete that do get millions of dollars and they stay set.
Right.
A lot of them, if they smart with their money, they can be
man.
set for the rest of their life right
And
now.
see, that's what I
Someone
was-
that made $15 million.
And to add on that,
you know.
to that, to be honest, to amen what you just said, not only do you have to be worried about the NFL, now you have to actually be worried about college. You know what I'm saying? Because now you have coaches that are trying to coach millionaires that are
it's
very
harder now.
young,
And they not going to
very
practice or nothing.
immature.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they're going to go to practice.
Some of them not.
They're not going to school.
Some of them ain't even going to practice, bro.
Yeah, some of them not going to
Bro,
practice.
if you go, because there's some stories out.
hey.
Some of them, because like that's why you'll see some of them go through school to school, like the T.J. Finley. Remember that came to Auburn, bro? He going on another school. I think he 5 schools, 6 schools in.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
And you see now, and I'm gonna throw something in, kind of in the same thing we talking about college football. Look, you got to look this up. It's another lawsuit going in where it's a student that's trying to protest the 5-year eligibility rule. So they're basically trying to throw that out to make you basically have unlimited eligibility.
Well, I'm an NFL
So it's actually
junkie.
being a court ruler right now.
And my
I'm both
thing
sides. I
is-
play both sides.
Well, I
play
like
both sides.
college football. Don't get me wrong.
College football invigorates
But
me more.
I really think that college football is fixing to get watered down because of the money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
And more
I think
things
it's
too.
hyping it up though.
I feel like a few more things too.
It depends on how you look at it because, in my opinion, if you look at it, just like bro just said now, college football, these jokers were hungry. They were starving.
Yeah, but you still gonna
Now
have.
they got that bread.
But you gotta look at it. It's only.
I know it ain't the
Maybe-
whole team.
Yeah, it's
No,
only
not the
about
whole team.
Maybe,
But that's the whole thing
It's
about
generally-
it,
It's a
though.
great percentage,
It's
though.
a trickle-down effect, though, D, because you got so many people hitting the transfer portal because they're not playing, and they know in their mind that they're good enough to be on that field contributing and getting some of that guap.
But you got a lot of percentage of them that's moving just because of the money. Give you a prime example.
Well, it still go hand in hand. It's
Baker
still messing up
Mazzara
the
from
game.
us at Auburn hit the transfer portal. He was in the Final Four. Wasn't because he wasn't playing. He wanted more money.
True.
The cat from what's the cat from Tennessee, the quarterback. He was starting quarterback. He was not playing. Just wanted more money. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say you only gonna, from just me, I could be wrong. I'm gonna say it's probably on a small percentage, maybe 10 to 15% that's eating.
Okay.
And I mean eating, I mean like eating.
Well,
Like the Shador Sanders, the Archie Mannings,
Like
the cat in Michigan, I can't even think of his name. Cat probably down at Bama, quarterback that you got from Duncanville. People, Ryan Williams, people like that. That's eating.
Yeah, Ryan Williams.
They
traded.
eating. You know what I mean? But you got the other cat that might be 250,000, 300,000. See, them cats $5 million. Archie Manning is like 9 or 10 because I know Shador was at 7.
well, hell,
Yeah,
the
it was
boy,
getting some
You know what I mean?
the boy that
the dude
just
at Michigan
signed-
at 10.
yeah, and he
Yeah.
just signed.
He just signed. Think about it, he had
That's
10
just
million.
that's just to say I'm going to
Maybe you
Michigan.
wish I would have played college football.
Man, what? Now I wish I could teleport back and be 17
But
today. Woo.
be that as it may, love him or hate him, and I'm just naming him. I know it's more than him when it
Yeah.
come to coaches that said this. But I think Steve Spurrier as well. But Nick Saban, Steve Spurrier, a
Yeah.
couple of coaches, big name coaches.
Dabo Swinney.
Dabo.
Yeah, he was big against
He's
it 'cause
number one
He
with
number
it.
one because he just
But-
even started going into the transfer portal getting kids.
That's why
He
everybody
never got transfer
'cause
portal
he-
kids until
because
this
he
year.
has no choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had no
But-
choice. That's how you saw Clemson like literally drop out the blue.
Yeah.
They wasn't getting transfer portal
But
kids.
to be honest, that's why Coach Saban was saying that, hey, it's okay to do it, but we got to put some type of limitations on it.
Yeah, yeah.
You ain't
And I
gonna-
believe that
you know
because
what
now
I'm
you just
saying?
playing
It's
AK
just-
Corral,
it's
who just got the biggest check.
They playing Monopoly, G.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They ain't
Definitely.
playing football. They playing Monopoly.
with big with billions.
Give me my money.
You know what I'm saying?
Munyon.
So, but to get to the thing, so who would you say your team is in? So you say you don't watch pro. So that
But,
means you
hold on,
college.
Not
But-
NFL.
If you did though,
If I did, it
or
would-
when you were watching it,
yeah.
Who are you pulling for?
If I did because I'm from Mississippi,
Okay.
it'd probably be the Saints
Okay.
or
okay.
or Green Bay because I used to stay in Milwaukee.
I know
Okay.
this.
well,
I know this is way off.
man,
but
I'm
what
Colts
part of
fan.
Mississippi?
Tupelo.
Tupelo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm a Colts fan. He's an Eagle fan.
All right. Yeah. I mean, hey, congratulations to y'all.
Oh, you know, hey, appreciate that.
Ain't no thing.
Yeah.
I ain't no hater.
Yeah. Any other? I mean,
Oh,
college. You got
college. In Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Uh,
thought for sure. I
sh-
just
you thought it was
I
Ole
just-
Miss?
No.
Oh,
I knew.
No.
I honestly
I
knew
never
it
like
was-
Ole Miss.
No, I, said, I ain't never. I knew it
I
was
never
Ole
like
Miss.
Ole Miss.
Bruh.
I ain't. And then people.
From you, from
And this ain't
by
even against
you-
nothing about it. I ain't never really saw no black people.
They got a few.
no, it's
Like,
a lot.
I'm not
It's a-
saying
it's
it's
a-
wrong.
it's a lot of-
But majority cats from Mississippi always tell me like
promise
Mississippi
you.
State.
I just was waiting on you to say JSU.
Nah, see, I like JSU.
I thought you
but
were gonna say
that ain't my
Jackson
college team.
But just saying, you
Yo,
know,
nah,
like,
if I'm thinking
a
about
lot
like,
of Mississippi
How long has it been since you lived out
people-
there?
say it again.
How long has it been since you lived out there?
It's been about 5 years.
Cause I was watching a video or something. They say it's rough as hell over there where Jackson State is.
Yo,
Jackson
that's
State, yeah.
Jackson,
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
like
No, it's just like
Yeah,
an
and
area
now-
that's like not
Yeah.
like 5 minutes or something like
That's
right.
their
Some kind of
major
area.
Jackson,
City.
Wren.
Yeah.
Not Wren,
that's
but
what it is.
no, not Wren. That's somewhere close to Tupelo. Pearl.
Pearl.
think about
I
Pearl.
think it may have been there right there because I
Yeah.
had to go back and watch. Cause I thought
But-
I sent you the video.
No, I was just saying that because most people that I know, of course, they have a Mississippi State or Ole Miss preference.
Yeah.
But most black people that I know from Mississippi
Still support
are
Jackson State.
Not support, but are just strong in HBCU football.
Oh yeah, definitely.
period.
Nah, yeah.
So I just figured that off the top, number one, you know, he was gonna be like Ant, God rest his soul, Jackson State, JSU. You know,
now
the Sonic Boom
if we talking
of the
about
South,
them,
baby,
then I like Southern Miss too.
Okay.
I like them
Okay,
too.
okay.
Yeah, I was just
forgot
saying
about Southern
anybody,
Miss.
you know.
Damn.
Now if I'm watching college football and Ole Miss is playing, I'm rooting for Ole Miss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel that. I
Because
feel that.
that's Mississippi.
Yeah, that's
See,
safe.
the difference between y'all is that in Alabama, we don't do that.
Yeah. Now see,
That don't
I
work.
don't care
over
about it.
here.
I don't care.
See,
I don't-
Alabama,
yeah.
see, I'm an Auburn fan. If they on the team, bro, I am waiting,
Yeah.
earning, and anticipating
The loss of
the
them.
loss. I don't care if it's 2-1, 7-8, 137 to 136. If they lose the game, I'm blowing up your phone. I don't care who it's sued. They could be the Ansley Broncos, the John Carroll Cavaliers, the Jackson Hole Mustangs. I don't care. More in your back pockets, buddy. Sure.
Because that's money on the game.
I don't even care. Ain't got to be no money on the game. I'm still on your back pocket. Because guess what? They going to do it to us. And it's fun, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we go talk it in.
Yeah. But my NBA team.
Now, you know, I done got way better over the years.
Nah,
With
true,
nigga.
he has.
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
like,
I will give him his
I
props.
be really trying to prove for them
I will,
fools.
and I will give him his props.
I
True,
can't. I really can't
true.
dog
You right.
them
You
because
all right. He's right.
I have my my oldest son is an Auburn fan, and my
Yep.
wife graduated from Auburn.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I can't
my wife graduated from UAB. So
go.
Yeah, my
Blazers.
ex-wife graduated from Auburn, so yeah.
yeah.
So I can't do it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I really be pulling for them fools, man. Like I like Hugh Freeze, and I thought he was gonna be the guy that really turned
Yeah.
the table,
Yeah.
turned the ship.
But you gotta think about it.
Am I lying about that?
Yeah,
Because
and
we
that's
done talk.
yeah,
Like,
'cause I said
like
there's only
this
two
fool that
people-
called me this past season. Like, nigga, didn't I tell you? Like, and I'm like, yeah, give him a shot, man. Hold
Yeah.
on, you know.
I
they
said
blah,
it was
blah,
only
blah.
two
You know what
people
I mean?
could do it. It was either be, of course, my unicorn that was never gonna happen at that point was Dion, Hugh Freeze, and the only other person that looked at what I knew that wasn't even. I didn't even want him there was Lane Kiffin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
He definitely could, but at that time, Nick was still there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if Nick wasn't there and he couldn't get the Bama job, I think he would have took the Auburn job then.
Dion?
Because he ain't got
Oh, okay.
Lane Kiffin.
right,
Okay.
Because at
So-
the end of the day, I think it's a better situation.
yeah, because it's gonna be
Better
out more
program.
eyes, more eyes. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then on top of that, he wouldn't have had the competition of Nick being in Tuscaloosa no more.
Now I do think Hugh Freeze is doing
He's doing a good job.
He's doing a good job, but the only thing it is with Auburn fans, which I definitely say myself sit in this boat, because of the losing that you have dealt with over the years, it's never going to be fast enough until it get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to realize you didn't tear Rome down in a year, which we actually did. Because the moment you announced Brian Harsnett, your coach, that's when everything went down right there. Because wasn't no SEC talent coming their way, because it was like, who are we going to play for? You know what I'm saying? He was still holding his hat on when he was good at that year as offensive coordinator at Texas.
What? We're talking about Brian Harsnett?
Yeah.
But I thought he was coaching too out west.
He was when he got
Like the
his
head coach.
Yeah, he was at Boise. I think it was at Boise.
Was it, boy?
Yeah. It was, hold on, no, my bad. Where did Gus Malzahn leave? Arkansas State. Because he succeeded him everywhere those last two places. So when Gus Malzahn left Arkansas State and came to Auburn, he succeeded him there.
I thought he was out west.
And then when he went to when Gus Malzahn left Auburn, he came to Auburn. So I just think that after that was kind of like your loss there.
I got you.
Because think about it, if you look at right now, all the teams that's in the SEC, they got prominent coaches.
Right.
That's what you would call an SEC coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get the job done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might not be the only one still up to me is DeBoer. He's still up for debate.
Right.
Let's see what he do now. Because I ain't gonna throw him in the dirt
I
because of
think
last
there's a lot
year.
of folk that's up for debate. I just think that the
I think
SEC
Sark still-
talent is so good.
The talent, yeah.
Yeah, the
see,
talent's gonna always be there. 'cause
I'ma tell you
know what I'm
something.
saying?
I think
But the NIL is shaking it up. And the reason why I'm saying that is we got to look at the evenness in the draft this year.
I'm going to ask you a question. Is what you call really a good coach? head coach at LSU. Brian.
No.
Trash.
Okay.
No,
Trash.
trash.
Because I say that because I don't like how he did that young dude.
Trash. I don't
No,
like it.
it ain't even just that.
Nah,
No,
that's
you talking about
the
the number 3.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like how he did- I don't like
the
how he
defensive
did
dude,
that.
Yeah.
bro. The dude was finna be drafted, bro. He 2 days. Was it 2 days?
Yep.
2 days before draft, you find out you got
Gotta have
a
a
brain
brain.
thing, and then it literally took him like boom. He was gone. Like now he couldn't no playing.
Yep.
Bro, they said they didn't call that man
ain't
for
call
over
him.
a year.
He ain't call him at all. That's trash.
Ever.
I don't like
He
that.
didn't even call him.
I
bro.
respect a man with ethics.
I literally had just saw a video about it because I watched a video about him because they took.
Yeah, that's your player, man.
Because they end up taking him to the draft still because, of course he wasn't going to get drafted. And they said that, the NFL was going to draft him so he would always have compensation for his injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they brought him up there, they didn't say what team. They said the NFL drafted dude and brought him up there. Not with a hat with a team on it, but they had the NFL on it.
Now, I'm going to ask you this.
They've done that twice.
Well, who do you
They
see?
did in basketball one time, bro.
Who do you see being the teams to watch out for in the SEC this year in football?
Obviously, Alabama.
Oh, no.
What?
Keep going. We'll get on to that, but
Okay.
keep going.
Say
And
no
I'm
more.
a Bama fan, but keep going.
Okay, say no more.
Yeah.
I think I know why you gonna say that, but I'll move on.
Yeah. And I'm gonna keep that in mind. So
Okay.
we're gonna talk about what that too.
Definitely.
But
Let's get in. Probably. Nah, I don't think so. They ain't been a problem in a minute. I was gonna say Florida Gators, but they ain't been no problem in a minute.
Now, you still, I'm going to say,
I think it's gonna.
I'm still going to have a good, I think they're going to be okay.
I think it's gonna
Gators.
be
Gators gonna be straight.
who? The Gators.
Yeah, I think they'll be all right. Texas number 1.
I was
Texas
gonna say
always.
Texas.
Because you got Quinn
They
Ewers
got
going out, you got Arch coming back.
And I think they're gonna be better with Arch because he brings a different
Now
dimension.
they lost a lot because you lost your star running back.
Yeah, but
you lost
Arch
a couple receivers.
Arch is that type of quarterback that he'll make the receiver look good. You know what I'm saying? As long as he got a decent offensive line, I see
They
them
gonna have
still
that.
being good. Yeah,
And
and I know they lost a lot on D2.
Yeah, they lost it, but they
But
great recruiters though, so they got a lot there.
Yeah.
I think this might be Ole Miss season, y'all.
What?
Think about it. They
Break
got
that down
pretty,
for me.
They got pretty much most of their team coming back
Without
other
a
than the quarterback.
And the receiver and the running back.
But
and the,
but no,
defensive
the
tackle.
running back coming back. Wait, he went in the draft?
He went. Remember, Pergese went to Auburn.
Wait, a running back,
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
think is
that
a
was your
problem.
defensive tackle. That was your number
And
one.
for Lane Kiffin, I don't think a quarterback is a problem. Knowing him,
So,
he already had a
Dart
quarterback on the
gone.
bench. We just don't know
the
about him.
receiver, I can't think of his name.
They've been
He
slinging that
gone.
money around up there.
Yeah,
in,
it's been a lot of
Austin.
coin.
telling
Yeah, he
you,
got
around.
bread. Now I ain't gonna
That's what
lie,
I'm
they
saying,
got
like,
money.
But
I'm gonna say this.
offensively, I'm saying right now, who gonna
Ole
have
Miss,
a
you
better
saying?
offense?
I'm gonna be thinking about that the whole
It's gonna-
season. Now.
I'm honestly saying it's gonna be no. You coming back, bro? We gonna
say
make
no
sure
more.
we try to get you back,
Say no more.
especially when the
hold on.
season going down. You
Yeah,
know,
I be down the
college.
hallway.
Yeah, this is nothing.
Hold on.
Yeah. Ole Miss though?
But I think Ole Miss and Texas. Think about everybody else.
Wait, which Texas? A&M?
No,
Okay, which Texas you talking about?
Texas Longhorns.
Okay.
Other than them two, who you think really and truly you can say, okay, yeah, they might do something.
Now,
Come on, man.
I always got hope.
numbers-
I
We
always got
ain't
hope.
say nothing about Georgia, bro.
by numbers,
Georgia would they bring them numbers though.
They we know they might have a decent defense or maybe even a decent defense and run game.
Yeah.
But wide receivers, quarterback is suspect. You dig?
I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying we know they're gonna
I'm
have
gonna
a
have to. I'm
tight
definitely
end.
gonna look at this now.
But I'm just saying I don't see them having a team that's gonna make it to the SEC championship. I'm
Yeah.
just saying give me somebody that you know what I'm saying. But going back to the Bama situation,
Please tell
I
me
think we're gonna be maybe one game better than last year.
that. Who's
Hoping,
gonna be-
wishing, and praying that we got a shot in the playoffs.
What
Okay,
game
we're
would that
gonna
be?
win about 9 games,
What game?
9 or 10. Alabama.
Okay. Who you think they're gonna lose to?
I don't know if we play Texas for sure, but my thing is this, and I've told him this since we started talking about this when Nick was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fan. Well, I'm a fan, but the thing about it is, like, I'm scared of teams that run a spread offense.
I'm just interjecting information. You know what I'm saying? You know, tell me like who offense gonna be scary. Them Auburn Tigers.
Well, I mean, I ain't saying.
He
but
just, hey, you remind me of this one dude I used to work with.
Let me tell you something.
He used to be War Eagle everywhere.
War Eagle all day, twice on Sunday.
Okay.
Check it. I'm not gonna say it's their year,
Mississippi State might come on through now.
but it's gonna be interesting.
Mississippi State might come on through now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Look, man, I've been on this earth a while, and that dog has always had fleas.
Yeah, it is.
That dog
kinda-
might walk this year, though.
Now, it had one
you
good
sound, hey,
season.
look, you sound like my partner.
That dog had one good season.
but
Now,
Jason.
that when y'all had Smoot,
Shout
nigga,
out
all
Jason.
them.
You sound like
that
my boy
defense
Jason
was
with
for
T-Town.
real. Now,
Yeah.
you know the run game was for real, but it's just always been something about Mississippi State crashing and burning.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they will.
Y'all ain't been good since
Texas
that now.
A&M, same way.
Bro,
Yep.
can y'all say right now that the only thing you holding on to is a damn Dallas Cowboy?
I don't even like them.
No, Dak Prescott is the best thing that ever came out of Mississippi State. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
No,
say
he
this.
ain't.
hold on, time out. I ain't gonna
What
say
the
that.
thing?
he ain't.
I ain't
What
gonna
you
say
think was
that.
better than that?
Time out.
Fletcher Cox,
Oh, my
Super
bad.
Bowl champ.
Okay, I didn't know he went to Mississippi State.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that. My bad.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Shake on that.
Yeah, I'll give you that one then.
Fletcher Cox.
We did. He ain't play long.
Who that?
Chad Bumpus.
Okay.
He came out of Mississippi
Yeah,
State.
Okay.
Then we had
See,
dang, what's my boy?
What my
name?
boy that played that came from that
They done had some good defensive
Yeah,
players.
it's like,
though.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
they had a good running
that's
back there one
highly
year.
notable, high. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're gonna get a star.
The wide receiver that was with that, he was very good.
Yeah, I know
and
you're talking
went
about. I can't remember his
I
name,
can't
but I know
either,
you're talking
but
about.
yeah, big
Big
tall
boy,
guy,
like
yeah.
6'5", 6'6". I know you're
Yep.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
was
they
really
done had
good.
some
But-
players now.
All I'm gonna say
They
is
get that's the thing though. They get the players.
they never had no coaches.
The coaches. That's where they fail at. The coaches and some parts of the program.
3-2.
The-
Shit. 3-2.
I think
I never let that one go.
I think the coach that could have got y'all over the hump,
Was the one that passed.
no, the one that took this tail and ran
Who?
because he didn't want to have to play LSU, Alabama,
Who that?
Auburn consecutively like that. He thought he was gonna get a easier route by going to Florida.
Who?
That Prescott's coach, Dan Mullen.
Oh, Dan
Dan
Mullen.
Mullen.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna get it. That's why I kept going.
I had to think.
And
My
I thought you
mind.
were gonna get it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
My
He
mind went
he
blank
went
for
there
a
so
minute.
quick. I forgot he was even
He the
there.
one.
Yeah.
Look, when he was the coach when Dak was there.
Yeah, I
he had
remember
them
now.
there until they played
They
Alabama.
were number one.
They were number one.
They
in the
won
country.
number country.
My mind went blank for
I
a
think
second.
they was look. I think they got to
Dan
7.
Mullen would have been a good.
7,
He
8.
would have been.
If he would have
Because y'all
stayed,
if y'all
because-
got Dan Mullen now, y'all be fired.
Yeah.
Y'all had him
Yeah.
now, you be fired.
Yeah.
You be fired.
I get
You know what
that.
I'm saying? So yeah, I believe that right there because.
But going back to what I was saying about Bama, before I rudely interrupted by some Auburn BS,
okay,
I was saying that
you gonna realize I'm
at
big
the
brother
end
now.
of the day, Alabama ain't the same Alabama, and they got to prove it to me first. Like they don't play Bama football, which is having a good stout defense, a defense possibly in the top 5, and a run game that's top 5.
Two
Yeah.
things
You
took that away,
understand? That's the key for us winning the championship, having balance on offense.
and
You
two
know?
things
Definitely.
took that
Your
defense
defense
away.
gonna win that game every time.
Two
Well,
things took
Kirby
that.
Smart
Kirby
and the
Smart.
spread.
Kirby Smart and the NIL. Because now people like think about it. Back then, people knew that they can go to Bama even if they didn't get anything. They'll get some elevated handshakes
And rings.
and rings. So you kind of gonna get a little cheese just on not on a bigger,
You're
not on
gonna
this
eventually
scale.
get a shot on
You know
the
what I'm
field.
saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna eventually get a shot, and you'll get to the league even if it's with 1 year. Because
That's a
because of how much exposure you're gonna get, people gonna holler see you. Because I know cats that end up getting injured, be hurt for the last two, three games of the season, still get drafted in the first or the second round.
Right.
You know what I mean? They gotta have surgery in the offseason, just like bro that you just drafted.
Yeah, but technically, like,
So,
we haven't
you know.
been running the ball well.
Yeah.
Offensive
Y'all just
linemen.
wouldn't hand the ball off. Y'all just was just letting Jalen Miro run it.
But
I
either
remember
way
that
it
one game.
goes-
Y'all was getting y'all mouth tore out.
I mean, probably Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was.
You know what I'm saying? It was
It
either
was up like
Oklahoma
it was
or
up like
Texas.
15 or 20. or something like
Vanderbilt?
Yeah, Vanderbilt. Yeah,
Vanderbilt.
But we came back a little bit and tried to fight
Made
in
it
the
look
second
good.
half. But either way it go, like we're weak as hell on offensive line. Cause like Bama, man, it was one point in time where it's like And I can go back to Gene Stallings when he was the coach. Hell, you saw spurts of it on the coaching carousel when we had the different coaches, like keeping it, just running the damn ball. We can't run the damn ball. That's not Alabama football, bro.
Yeah, come
on. That's football when we run the ball well and are able to play action.
Yeah,
like we're at our finest.
Yeah, even they even have great running backs that was good in college. Don't do nothing in pro, but some of them do. Some of them don't. Majority of them do though. It's only like a couple of them flop. It's the only one I'll say that flop was kind of like the mid ones, kind of like Bro Scarborough, TJ Yeldon.
TJ, he lasted a long time.
He wasn't a starter.
He was a starter at one point.
1 year. Then he got hurt. Then he never got all the way back because he was at Jacksonville, remember? You know what I'm saying? And then after that second year, he never kind of got all the way back in. You know what I'm saying? So, just to jump off that, let's get on to the meat of this.
You finna jump in the NBA?
No.
Oh, okay.
Joe Mazzulla. Let me talk to you, my brother. Who? Joe Mazzulla, head coach of the Boston Celtics. My brother, let me talk to you one second.
Yeah, he got into the NBA.
He did.
Let me talk to you, man.
Even though he said no.
He did say no.
My bad. There are other shots than 3-pointers. Taking 7 2-point shots in the second half of a game one of a semifinals game is unacceptable. Getting up 20 and still losing is unacceptable. It's consistent because you did it against in 2021 against Golden State because you're up double digits in every game.
Talk about it.
You lost it. Every last one.
We enjoyed that game too, brother.
Bet you did. Bet you did. I didn't. And I didn't enjoy the other night. But hey, it's water under the bridge. Tonight's the night. Can you adjust?
I don't even think it's about the adjusting part. They just know y'all.
Bro, if you watch.
And Jason Tatum isn't 100%.
Yep.
Porzingis.
Went out. Porzingis went out during the game.
Yeah, he's not.
Hauser went down on a little play. Who else? It was one more player went out during the game. It was who else went out? No, that was just him. But this is what it was though, bro. That's the reason why I say consistent. When we started the game off, we were driving because what happened is that we got Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson in foul trouble early, mid first quarter, start second quarter. Both of them was on the bench, 3 fouls. So that's how we were able to kind of manipulate the offense. What New York is able to do is score in transition. Our half-court defense, they can't really consistently score in it. But when we dropping and shooting threes, what they doing? They getting rebounds and moving in transition.
They feed off Brunson.
Right, and they feed off transition buckets and stuff like that.
I was telling you. That's why we talked about that.
That's what's killing
in
us.
the last session. That's why I was asking you, like, who do you feel comfortable checking Brunson? Because technically, that's why I was asking you, don't you think Brown is a better fit? Because at the end of the day, I just don't think Drew Holiday is big enough. It's just like me checking one of y'all.
Drew Holiday bigger than Brunson.
But what I'm saying is this.
I don't know. Shout out to Muggsy Bogues, though.
Oh, what up?
But
shout out to Muggsy Bogues, though.
But my thing is, I'm just saying, like, Brunson is, like, known for bagging guards down, man. Getting in the post, getting the shot. Like, he's very crafty. And the thing about it is, like, he makes you tired.
He was 9 or 23. So in my eyes, that's a great defensive game. And he getting caught 30, and how many he had to get? Six of them was out.
I'm not just talking about from the free throw, though, D. I'm just saying how I'm not only defense. I'm just saying like his assist and how he gets the offense going. They feed off this dude.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's their spark plug.
If y'all coming down for the double team when he bagged down somebody, he know the best pass to make. You know, like, and it's not like he just doing it all on his own. Like, New York is healthy this year. They done played y'all so many times this year.
But we have beat them 4 times in a row.
And that's another reason why they really want to get the best of y'all. Yeah, y'all beat us 4 times in a row, but we beat you when it count. Like, they tired of y'all whooping their ass, man. And I'm not saying y'all going to lose, but this going to be a tough.
This the healthiest I've ever seen New York.
Right.
In a while.
And they dangerous in the playoff,
In a
bro.
while.
And think about this though, bro.
They dangerous. Look how deep they went with just some scrubs. Well, not scrubs. I'm sorry.
So
When they had Rose, they was good.
So let me ask you this.
When they had Rose, they was straight.
I think this series all depends on how well the role players play.
Okay, so let me ask you
and
this.
what they do.
I agree.
So let me
But
ask you
it's got to
this.
be some great backup players too, though.
Right.
Whoever coming off the bench.
Because they don't play but 7 deep. They don't go
Yeah.
but 7 players,
And
maybe
that's-
8.
And that's the problem with Thibodeau, and that's another reason why we might see him go a little deeper.
They ain't going no deeper.
I'm just saying Thibodeau,
Because
they
they ain't got
already
nobody but
There ain't too many people that coming
they
off
ain't got
the
nobody
rotation.
but the other
But they done already
PJ
said
Tucker
that he's coaching
and somebody
for-
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's coaching for his job though. Like
Shit,
you gotta come with
Boston
it,
better
yeah.
be too. But think about this. So let me ask you this.
Damn, man.
I ain't
He's
lying.
safe.
So let me ask you this.
Everybody on that team.
So let me ask you this. Even with me losing 2 players, even throughout that, because I probably was seeing this comment, think it was nothing serious. I actually didn't see it because I had left the crib. So, did they win that game because of anything New York did? Honestly, if just for me speaking, no. Because we were up 20. We just went into a 3-point shooting contest and we decided not to try to score.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it up. We shot 63s, we missed 45. We set a record by literally missing 45. I think we missed more threes than they shot.
Yeah, I think I
They
heard
had to
that
make
last
some
night
shots
too.
though to come
You know what I'm
back,
saying?
too,
Right,
now.
but we had to miss a lot of them.
yeah.
Think about it. We had to at least miss 9 stops. It take you 9 to 10 stops to make up a 20-point lead. So that's at least, you know what I'm saying? 10 stops, 10 times 2 is 20. So that's at least 10 stops. That means you got to miss at least 10 shots. Now, even if they're not in a row or periodically, as we're not going, because as you go back and look, remember I told you they only took 7 shots from inside of the 3-point line in the second half.
True story.
7. That's where you lose the game at, because I'm gonna give you that, just like if
I
you
don't think that's fair because that's how y'all been winning.
no, bro, we wasn't
shooting all them goddamn
but we
threes.
ain't never.
Yeah,
That's
Jason
what.
Tatum and
think
Drew
about what I'm saying.
Holiday.
And Deer White,
but we
White,
set
like, all
a-
those shooting
when
them
We
threes.
they
never
on-
shot that many.
Man, please, man, y'all
It just
broke
set a record. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Y'all
wasn't our record. We did that night. That's what I'm saying. We set a record
But
that
no,
night.
y'all have set a record by hitting
How many
so
we
many
missed?
threes.
Right, but we have never set a record on how many we shot and how many we missed in the same night. We set a record of how many you shot and how many you missed. We've never missed 45 threes in a game.
But I bet you'd have made about 45.
The most we probably made is like 25 or 26. I think we made that. Was, you know what I'm saying? Because I think
You
that's the
lying.
most.
I feel like it's been more.
Hell yeah, he know it been more.
I feel
that's
like
like
it's
the
been at
most.
least 30.
No.
Man, it been more than
At
30.
least 30.
You being modest.
At least
No, because you saying in the game, that's going to go
By
back.
a
into-
team. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Made in the game by a team.
No, we want to know about Boston
Yeah.
and how many the threes they didn't hit in the game.
Because
That's
I know,
what we
I know my
wanna know.
team, we done hit a whole lot of them, Golden State, if you're asking.
Okay.
They rotated actually 12 people last night.
You okay? You were okay. The most was ever made. The 2 teams tied, and I think they said they did it in one game. They shot 29. That was the most.
Who's that?
Boston and Milwaukee. 29.
I can see that.
That's
Drew
the
Holiday
most in the
used to
game.
play
Was
with them.
29.
Drew Holiday used to play with them.
You know what I'm
He used to
saying?
be a
So that's
shooter.
the most ever
Yeah,
you shot
and
in
that
a
white
game.
boy,
Because you got to think about it. You probably ain't had
from
to,
Duke. I can't
to
think
shoot
of his name.
29 threes, bro. That means you got to
They
have
had
at
a lot of
least
boys shooting them threes.
They did.
Five
Even the boy
players
that hurt
with
his knee
4.
that they got rid of.
Even Giannis.
Right.
Yeah.
So think about it. You
Yeah,
shoot
they
29 with threes, that means your starting 5 got to hit at least 5 threes. That's just 20. And then 9 more somewhere else. So that's a lot of threes. So because you only have a couple players in NFL, not NFL, but NBA history who we even looking at, they're putting double-digit threes up. And, of course, Steph Curry going to be number 1. It's
Reggie Miller right
Reggie
behind
Miller,
him.
then you got Klay Thompson. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Players like that. So that's why I say that's a lot of threes. So I just hope that they fix it. You know, tonight, 6 o'clock. Let's see how it go. Woo-woo, waddy-wop. Other game, Cleveland. Mirrored that game completely. Why? They went up 20. And Halliburton sunk them and won at the end. Did you
Yep.
see that last night?
And he celebrated like Sam Cassell.
What the hell?
He
What the hell, Ian?
He celebrated like Sam Cassell afterwards. You
He
didn't see the
should have.
celebration?
Yeah, he dropped the
He should have.
Hornets on your Hornets.
Now,
Drop the
now
cojones.
my question to you is this.
You get?
Who do you put the blame on? Like, because see,
Honestly?
I was talking
Blame on who?
about
By
it.
Cleveland lost?
Yeah, because I was talking about it at the shop, and the thing about it is this. Like, as a superstar, it comes a time
Mm.
where you have to set up the offense and set your fellow players up. Because you can't beat a team by yourself.
No,
But you got to remember,
especially in today's basketball. Now that
you
got played out from 2000, in my opinion, up. 90s on back, if you had a dominant player, yes, he could wield his Dominique, Jordan.
You talking about Spider?
Huh?
You talking about Cleveland?
Yes.
We got to think about it too. If they got a big three, two of them at home on the bench. I mean, two of them sitting on the bench.
But
it's too many players right now wearing street
Garland,
clothes right now.
You got to think about Darius Garland on the bench and the defensive player of the year is on the bench.
Yeah. I think it's too many players right now. Too many role players that are wearing street clothes right now.
Right.
They're not hurt.
And Hunter.
They not. Yep. And they not hurt.
But let's just be real, y'all. I understand that they were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I'm not talking about the Pacers. I'm not knocking them whatsoever in their gameplay. I'm not knocking them. But what I'm saying is this. Yes, Cleveland has a lot of players out, but they still had one of the best teams in the NBA.
It's a well-balanced
You
team.
can't tell me that they still don't have enough.
Just like the year.
Win.
Talking about against Indiana?
Yes.
Just like the year when Boston won that championship. I felt like, of course, it was a well-balanced team. Everybody was healthy.
Talking about the last year or 2000?
I think it was last year.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
I think it was last year. They had a well-balanced team.
Right.
When nobody was hurt.
Right, and we got one injury throughout that season when we got Porzingis went out in the round one in the playoffs. He ended up coming back in the finals, and that's what kind of took us over the top. We didn't lose but 3 games in the whole playoff last year.
I was hoping so bad
so
my boys was going to go.
The reason why I say that
we fell short
is you only got Donovan Mitchell. So your second player would be Darius Garland.
He almost was hurt last night.
No, he didn't play. He hadn't played yet. He hurt.
Mitchell?
No, I'm talking about Darius Garland.
I'm finna say.
So he hadn't played. Then the defensive player of the year, who was tandem up with Allen because that wasn't even his starting center, Mobley, also on the bench hurt. Now, I don't know when they're coming back. So am I going to say, like, okay, we always know that everybody, as long as you put 5 out there, they got to be able to stride. But you're missing some pieces, especially your defensive player of the year. That's a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying nothing else, but with a presence like that boy, they would have been jump shooters with that boy in the game. Him and Allen, when you got both of them on that front line, man, they jump shooters, dog.
This actually might be the year where we have 2 new faces in the NBA.
So who you thinking now?
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm just saying.
You just saying like anybody.
Yeah, I'm just saying what it is because like.
So who was the last couple of years?
At the end of the day, y'all gonna go 6 to 7 games with New York.
I said we go 5, maybe 6.
You
Boston in 5?
Yeah, I was going, bro. If they would,
I say Boston in 6.
This is what I say, and I ain't trying to be in there. I just watched the game.
No 5 now. I mean,
this just me, and I like I said, we deserve to lose that game. So I'm gonna be critical. As much as me being a fan, I'm gonna be critical because I hated how we played the game. But if you watch the game, if they just go and literally just slow the ball down, New York can only score against the Celtics in transition. Their half-court defense, they could do nothing with it. That's why we got up 20. When we was taking it to the hole, and once we were making shots, and they got to get the ball at the bucket and walk it up, they can't score like that. But when you 2-on-1, 3-on-2, pull up threes, that's where y'all came back in when y'all was scoring in transition.
I get it.
So that's what I like. If we just slow the game down and quit making the 3-point contest and hit opportunistic threes, corner, move the ball, and hit them like that, but still get to the free throw. I don't even think we even shot a free throw in the second half, bro.
But D,
I don't think
that's
so.
all in the game, though, D.
That ain't basketball, man.
D, that's in the game. What you got to realize is this, man.
We ain't going to
Y'all won the NBA championship last year.
with Jaylen Brown leading us.
So y'all ought to know.
They didn't. That's why I said, what was the leadership? That's what I'm agreeing. That's why I'm like, where's the leadership?
It's in the game, man. New York is an NBA team, and they play they best basketball in the playoff.
But like I said,
they ain't been doing nothing forever now. I ain't
right?
They gonna beat y'all.
They decent against Indiana last year, but Brunson got hurt.
But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is Indiana has a strong, legitimate shot because y'all going 6 or 7 games with these motherfuckers. You got to keep in mind if they go 6 games like this brother saying, that means that at the end of the day, Like
You go to St.
game 6 is in New York. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And that's why I'm telling you that it's gonna go 5. This is why I said it is. The reason why I says this, they was to me they were supposed to win that game. All right, boom. What they know tonight, that now next hour, they know this is a must-win game.
Yeah.
You cannot lose this game.
Yeah.
By no stretch of the means. Because you're not gonna lose this game.
better sweet tea that y'all go more than 5 games.
I said the same thing when Golden State was playing Houston when they was back home. And I was like,
They were young.
I get it, but I was like, this the game. We're gonna close them out. This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
This is what we at home. We got the momentum. Everything should go our way.
Right.
But at the same time, we already know the refs. They weren't calling a whole lot of those calls in that series at all.
No, the closeout gonna always be the hardest game. Like I've always heard NBA players say, if you want to win by 1, win by 50. You got to win by 15.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just.
But a lot of those calls they basically holding Steph Curry the whole time. Draymond, he gonna do what he gonna do. Then Jimmy Butler, he came back from that contusion he had.
Boy, that was a good way of putting it.
Yeah. But let me tell you something.
Hey, listen. Hold on, wait, look. I don't mean to cut y'all.
He finna come through.
No, I ain't coming through. I got one question that I need to ask you, and we got to wrap it up, y'all.
All right.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? See, murder done laid down the law.
Get your away.
So we're going to end it on this note since we were talking about basketball. Who do you see in the NBA Finals? I'm just asking him, D. Man, you'll get back on this later because you know
I'm good. I don't know right now. I don't know.
No, yeah, but I just want to put this across ask you and
Definitely.
your brain right now.
I'm gonna say this: Golden State, if they get right, because I know they can play ball. Boston.
So you got Boston. No, who do you see in the NBA Finals? So you saying right now Boston versus
rematch of Boston Golden State.
Versus Golden State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rematch.
Well, I'm hating on both of them because I don't like Boston. And I respect Steph Curry.
I feel that.
He is the greatest shooter to ever shoot a basketball.
Come on with it.
But I just from the heart, I'm a LeBron junkie, and I don't want LeBron to have one less ring than him. I'd rather them stay the same or them both end up getting 5 before they retire because I already know how it's going to go.
Let me ask you this.
That's another person they're going to put in front of my boy. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to.
Because of rings. They already in the conversation.
Yeah. I was going to ask you this. I know you said that was going to be the last question.
But yes, sir. Go ahead.
Do you feel like LeBron got one more year?
I actually feel LeBron has 3 to 4 more years in him. If he continues to
2 tops.
But see, this is the thing. We also have to keep into consideration that there will be no more Olympic basketball, so he will have time to rest.
Yeah.
So he ain't playing no more?
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's at the end. I mean, that's why he would.
He won't be playing because he won't make it to the next Olympics anyway.
He can't.
You know,
He's not going to make it to the next Olympics.
He's
playing for Bryce right now.
That's all.
Yeah.
He's playing for Bryce.
Bryce
that's why
is
I said
fixing
2
to be
years.
a senior.
You know what I'm saying? No,
I
but
mean,
he's
finna
still
be a freshman in college.
Yeah.
So he still got to play at
2
least.
more
He
years.
still got to play 2 more years.
Yeah.
So I think he's playing for Bryce, but I don't know if he make it.
But my thing is this: I'm hoping that the Lakers get off their high horse, get him and Luka a team. And the thing about it is, if you get the right team around him to make it easier, you can see him play 3 to 4 more years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. It's a rumor out saying Giannis wanted to play in New York, Miami, or L.A.
Yeah.
That came out the horse's mouth.
Right.
You ain't know the word is. It came out his mouth. So he done already let folk know, hey, I'm interested. What can you tell me that's going to help me get another ring? You feel me?
Do you feel like he'll be a better player coming off the bench? Because, he does have a lot of pressure on him being that he is a role player trying to start.
I'm with you on what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think that he needs to come off the bench. I just think they need to cut his minutes. Just keep in mind,
he should never play 40 minutes.
He played more minutes than anybody on the team.
He should never see 40 minutes.
He's 40 years old, bro.
He's 40 and should never play 40 minutes.
And then we got to look at J.J. Redick.
Should never.
JJ Redick had him playing center against the Eiffel Tower, and on the switch he was on Julius Randle. Come on, man. How can you expect a 40-year-old man, no matter how great he's playing, no matter how much he's running up and down the floor with folk half his age, how long do you think he's going to actually last by banging and doing something that he hasn't done
He ain't got that much
long? I mean, come on,
He's
man.
the oldest player to ever play the game.
2.
What? Hold on. How old was Vince Carter when he retired?
No, but I think they were saying
I think Vince was this age now.
Yeah, say this age now because they was right. I think a year apart.
Yeah.
Because it
ain't that many that reached. I think Jordan reached this age, but Jordan was only coming off the bench playing every.
No, he still started, but he wasn't. He wasn't doing nothing. You ain't never seen a 40-year-old play like this. Nobody ever.
Not like
now that's what I can commend him on that. I can commend him.
Not
on
consistently. You know what I mean? So. Well, like I said, we'll see though. But yeah.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, we have come. We have definitely enjoyed you, my boy. But we have come to the end of another episode.
Stick to the day job. Stick to the day job.
Come on, Will.
Of Kuttin Up, my boy.
Yeah.
So, like we all say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like, share, subscribe, comment. And if you got any questions for the poets,
That was a smooth one, though. Yeah, you got to come back, man.
I
appreciate it. Yeah, because I got some more stuff I want to puzzle your brain.
Come on with it. Hey, I enjoy being here for sure.
Yeah.
And until next time, my people, Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Peace.
I'll let you.
Them boys, they cutting up.